Right, welcome ladies and gents. Let's talk box office and let's also talk the disenfranchisement of men, the predominant movie-going demographic. So, of course, this weekend Furiosa released and it bombed, right? This is a bomb. This is not good at all. Furiosa opening muted with 59 million global debut. Why didn't it strong-arm the marketplace? Well, we'll take a look at that. So we're going to dive into this today. Hit subscribe if you're new here. Turn the bell notifications on. And please do follow me over on Twitter at Mr. Reviews. Side note, you like what I do? Support via Patreon. The first link in the description box for $2 or more a month. Anyway, so the reason why I'm doing this video, one, I always do a sort of a box office roundup. You know, it's quite interesting to take a look at the box office, interesting to see what's happening. You know, Hollywood at the moment is really struggling. Why? And then secondly, there was also this. This tweet dropped. And it said here, from some rando, I don't know who this is, Wanda's attorney, what the F is in the water in 2024? 'Cause why nobody want to go to the movies? Well, I responded, and I think this is true. So I said, a lot of people are sick of seeing female-led movies, even if it's good, which Furiosa is. I liked it. I watched it. I reviewed it. Men, who are the biggest demographic of moviegoers, are now disenfranchised with it. And this is true. I think, anyway, at the very least. So let's take a look at the box office and then we'll get a little bit more into the conversation surrounding why this is happening. So, updated. Warner Brothers' Furiosa, a Mad Max saga, was greeted with a very warm reception during its Cannes Film Festival world premiere in an early showcase last week. And amid much love for franchise architect George Miller, it has followed up with strong critical and social scores. So it means the people that have watched it quite enjoy it. The people that don't, or haven't watched it, aren't interested in it. That's how that works. Nevertheless, in this currently wonky theatrical landscape, the prequel underperformed in its global opening this launch weekend, grossing $58.9 million from 76 total markets through Sunday. A lot of markets. 76 markets, that's huge. That's near enough a worldwide debut, quite frankly. That's a big, strong, unified opening. So that also includes 33.3 million from overseas and 25.6 million from domestic. Garfield beat it, which is not a massive surprise. You know, I like this movie, but hey, it's not perfect. And does it deserve to bomb? I don't know. This modern climate that we're in, maybe. So we're still waiting on confirmation for the fourth day, blah, blah, blah. So as I say, yes, we expected higher when we did our preview earlier this week. And perhaps the industry as a whole was praying too much at the feet of this origin story. It's undeniably got some amazing action. Important to recall that while we think of 2015's Rock and Roll Fury Road as a franchise renaissance, deservedly, that movie ended its run with $380 million worldwide. Yes. So the first movie did bomb. That didn't do very well. First movie, you know what I mean. The last movie did bomb. Didn't do great. And this one's not doing great either. It says here, this is a fanboy-driven R-rated property that appeals to a certain audience. Fans rushed out to see Furiosa this weekend, but it's not attracting the casual moviegoer. And yes, there is fabulous weather in Europe, which keeps folks outside rather than in cinemas. Now, it's interesting, I think, personally, because this was a pretty major worldwide release. But what are we looking at with it? Well, it's markets. It's the predominant moviegoer. And who is that? It's men. So as I said here, and I'm right. I am completely right. Most people that are not wanting to see this movie, because this is just one in a long list of female-led films. And that's not to say female-led films overall are bad. Of course they're not. But who is the predominant driving force behind cinema? Who is the predominant movie-going audience? Well, it is men. That is fact. We've got the stats. We know that. And men, after a while, when they keep seeing woman-led movie after woman-led movie, which, you know, make no mistake, we have been some of the reasons why some films have not bombed as bad as they should have. Birds of Prey, for instance, a movie aimed at women. Women didn't go out and watch it. It was predominantly men that went out and watched it. You know? And there's a long list of these films, which were predominantly aimed at women. Women didn't go out and watch them. It was men that did. When you keep seeing these films time and time and time again, yeah, people will check out. Top that off, of course, with budget issues that people have, because everything's, significantly more expensive. People will just keep checking out. Tie that in even further with the fact that Mad Max as a property now hasn't got Mad Max in it. People are a bit like, what? What's going on? Again, I like this film, but that's an issue that people have, and I respect that. I think that's an understandable one. So yes, it is absolutely the fact that, men are sick of seeing female-led films. And that's okay, that's fine. You keep talking about representation on screen, right? People seeing themselves. We need to see ourselves. Well, men haven't been seeing that lately. They just see female-led movie after female-led movie, and people are getting sick of it. And some of the replies say that as well. Absolutely. Not all of them, of course. We know nothing about the movie. Sadly true. I like to hope people are not doing this because it's female-led. It's pretty weird. Not really. Historical reference. You see a female-led movie time and time again, they're pretty bad, you'll check out from them. That's understandable. Also, this story was created around the same time. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, basically skinny chicks with buggy eyes. Not really my vibe. Pretty much right on the money. Female-led movies that are also terrible. It's unfortunate because the movie's great. The setting is the star. Never interested me. Would rather have a new Mad Max movie. Failed because of him. Brilliant. It also doesn't help that nobody gives a shit about Fury Road anymore 9 years later. This is true. The movie was terrible. Felt like a bad parody. Female-led men's movies, sure. So, it is part to do with this. Absolutely. Male audience think it's woke when they see female-led movies, and I don't blame them with the way cinema has gone over the last few years. But they should also know it would never be woke bullshit with Miller at the helm, which is true. Very, very true. I don't know if I can... and Garfield, for instance, would obviously have done well. Garfield's a pretty beloved franchise. I say franchise, I guess it is by now. But there you go. Mad Max Furiosa bombed, or Furiosa Mad Max bombed. I guess kind of deservedly so. This will get worse for Hollywood before it gets better. Because there's still more of these films that we've got to endure. Again, I enjoyed Furiosa, but it did not do very well. It has been, it's a bomb. And understandably so. People are sick of it. They want men. And that's okay. By your own logic, left-wingers. People want to see themselves in the theatre. Anyway, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Leave them down below. Take care. Bye-bye now.